Hey guys, Tom Newman, renowned reporter and politician and philanthropist and charity worker and soldier and gamer. Tom Newman here, and I'm here with another report live from the field, brought to you by the official Tom Newman YouTube page on YouTube. Now, today's subject is Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two for the Nintendo Wii, made by Disney Gaming Studios. Now, I'm gonna hop right in and say that I love the first Epic Mickey game, Epic Mickey 1, The Power of One, for the Nintendo Wii and the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 and Windows PCs. I'm a big fan of it. I quite like the dark, whimsical aesthetic that it brings to the table and the clear passion that it shows for Disney and its properties. But we're not talking about Epic Mickey 2, Epic Mickey 1, The Power of One. We're talking about Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two. And let me tell you something. This game is alright. It's pretty good. Now, let's dive in a little deeper into Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two. There's multiple factors that go into making an Epic Mickey video title. And the first one is the story. The story of Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two, greatly resembles the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that is currently going on in the world right now. And listen, I'm no expert on Israel and Palestine or anything, but if it were up to me, if it were up to Tom Newman over here, I would say just take the hostages and fucking execute them. Like, all of them. You feel me? You dig? Like, just take a .45 caliber Desert Eagle chrome-plated pistol and execute all of them. I think that would bring... I believe that would bring peace to Gaza. Now, the second factor in Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two, is the gameplay. And like I said before, the gameplay is alright. It's average. You got a little platforming. You got some puzzle solving. You take Mickey and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit and you take your magic paintbrush and you paint stuff. You shoot paint out of it. Now listen, I'm no expert, but me personally, I've never had a magic paintbrush in real life. And I'd be willing to bet big bucks, big money, that none of you at home have had a magic paintbrush either. Now, that doesn't mean that magic paintbrushes aren't necessarily realistic. I think that maybe there is one. I mean, after all, it's in Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two, and Epic Mickey 1, The Power of One. Now, there's something interesting about Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two. And that's the fact that multiple players can play Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two on the Nintendo Wii. Player 1 can play as the hit character Mickey Mouse. Now, we all love Mickey Mouse. Except I don't. I think he's a con artist. I think that Mickey Mouse has duped us. He's tricked us all into thinking he's some nice, valiant fucking guy. But no. I happen to know the truth about Mickey Mouse. And Mickey Mouse has gone on record. He has Any of you guys at home, do you ever wonder about death? About how it feels to leave this world? I was in South Sudan for 6 months back in 2019, and I went up to Lieutenant Garrison, and I walked up to him and I says, Lieutenant Garrison, what's it like to take a life? Have you ever taken a life? And Lieutenant Garrison, he looks at me and he says, oh, I've taken a life. And let me tell you something, Thomas Arnold Newman. He tells me that it's the worst thing a man can experience. That when you aim down those sights and you pull that trigger, and you watch the man drop like a sack of potatoes to the ground. Their arms don't pinwheel, they don't stumble around like they do in the movies. They just drop hard. And Lieutenant Garrison, he told me a story once about how he shot a man in the lung quite some time ago. And he comforted the man in his final breaths. One might think that being comforted by the man who killed you would be some kind of cruel joke, but the man that Lieutenant Garrison killed was just happy that he wasn't alone in his last moments, and that the world was sending someone like that to tell him it was okay. You feel me? You dig? But I think that's bullshit. I think the troops are bullshit. I think all of our fine men and women and Mexicans in the military are bullshit. Because let me tell you something. When I was 12, I strangled the family dog. And I I felt its pulse slowly become weaker and weaker under my hand. Let me tell you something. It felt good. I like the power that comes with it. I like the feeling of control that it gives me to prey on a being that's weaker than I am. Old Max, the golden Labrador retriever. I put him under the wheel of my father's car, and so it looked like he just ran him over. I never told anyone this. Not until now. But the truth is, now it's my turn. I'm dying, dear viewer. My time is almost at an end, and I need to make my mark on the world. Stage 4 lung cancer. I never thought that sampling all of that government distributed crack back in the early 80s would catch up to me like this. Or maybe it was back when I would huff paint as an old 9-year-old. I was just trying to escape, you know. I was just trying to get my mind off of the economic crises at the time. But you know, the thing about Epic Mickey 2, the power of 2, is that it gives you that feeling of control. Sometimes I like to hop on Epic Mickey 1, the power of 1, and play as old Michael Mouse. And I just run off the edge of the map over and over again, listening to his screams. And that comforts me. I did that. Now, what I really like about Epic Mickey 2, the power of 2, is that it has this darkly whimsical aesthetic to it. It's childish in this horrific, dark way. And in that way, it's much like this movie that I watched with my grandson, Daniel. Yeah, Daniel. I watched a movie titled Hellboy with Daniel. And the thing about Hellboy is that there's this guy, and he's a fucking fish guy, right? And what he does is he's got these webbed fingers and these goggles. And he puts his hand up to the door, and he's like, there's demons on the other side of this door. Because they fight demons. And now, I think that Hellboy is quite similar to Epic Mickey 2, the power of 2. Because both watching Hellboy and playing Epic Mickey 2, the power of 2, provides a very similar experience. You feel me? You dig? This feeling of primal rage, of unbridled, visceral anger it gives me. Because Epic Mickey 2, the power of 2, is not Epic Mickey 1, the power of 1. God, what am I doing? I've been running for so long. Back in 2009, I was coming home from the bar. I had been drinking alone, as I had most nights back then, and I came across a homeless man. And the homeless man said, he walked up to me and he said, "Thomas, can I have some change?" And I was like, "Change? Oh, I'll give you some change." And I put my hands on either side of his temples, and I pushed my thumbs deep into his eyes. And he screamed. He screamed. Loud. He begged me to stop, but I didn't stop until I could feel his eyes give way. So I gave him change. I changed his view of the world. Thought that was a funny little pun that I would like to share with you guys. But Epic Mickey 2, the power of 2, has multiple ways you can paint with the magic paintbrush. You can paint blue and green. There's also not just Mickey Mouse. There's also Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. And he's pretty cool. As you can see on the cover, he's holding a detonator. And I relate to that. Fuck. I fought back in the 70s. They came up to me and they asked if I took the money. The money. I was in need of it. But God, I don't think I'm a good person. I don't think I'm as good of a person as I thought I was. I don't think any of us are. I think that all we can do is hope for a merciful God. God's supposed to be all loving, right? He's supposed to be merciful. And he clearly hasn't shown his mercy on this world. On this earth. I don't think he ever will. But I don't think that's where his mercy lies. You know? You dig? You feel me? I think that his mercy lies in the next world. I think that, I hope, God, I hope, that when I die, God will find me and he'll say a magical 3 words. I forgive you. That's all I can hope for. I want you to click that subscribe button right now. Maybe if I get enough subscribers, God will forgive me for all those things I did. Vote for me. President of the United States. President of the USA, baby. The US of A. And I'll change things. I'll change things like I did for that homeless man. I'll make a difference. I have to make a difference. Because if I don't make a difference, did I even really exist at all? Vote for me, President of the United States. Please. Please. Vote for me. Overall, I'd say that Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2, is pretty alright. I mean, at least that's what I've heard. I haven't played the game myself. I don't really know what an Epic Mickey is. Vote for me, please. Please vote for me. I'll do anything. I just need to. Please. Well, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And if you don't, I might just fucking kill myself. See ya, guys.